Hello and welcome back to Apex at the Lounge, episode number 5. We're flying through them, lads. You join us here, of course, in Westfield, London. It's myself, Zach. We've got Kamarl and Wesley alongside me to talk you through all things motorsport and sim racing. And lads, as always, let's kick things off with the Formula 1. We just concluded the Belgian GP, which was completely dry for the first time in forever. And a lot of shake-ups, to be honest, Kamarl. I mean, we obviously Kimi Antonelli back on form, back off the back of his bit of poor luck in terms of his unlucky streak. He's firing it back. He's extended his lead back in the championship. Meanwhile, his teammate DNF on lap 1.
Yeah, it was an eventful weekend. They like to tease us with the rain before and during the actual race. Oh, it's gonna rain at in 20 minutes and all that nonsense, but it never comes. These cars are not good enough for Spa. Like here in Silverstone, they are. It's just so depressing seeing the battery usage and stuff. But yeah, Kimi done the perfect job. He was 1.3 seconds quicker in each practice session. But there's a lot of battery talk, which eventually caused the crash as well. So I want to hear your take on that.
What, as in
George, when he got.
You know what? If I'm honest, yes, don't get me wrong, it did play a part. But when it did happen, I barely really had a reaction because of what happened to Kimi at Silverstone. I was like, if you're gonna have a points deficit, at least it's even, kind of. You know what I mean? Like Kimi had the engine failure. Sorry, no, George had the engine failure. Wait, George had the engine failure at Canada. Then Kimi had it. Where was the next
Barcelona.
one? Barcelona, and then Silverstone happened where he dropped, and then obviously George now. So honestly, when it happened, I was kind of like,
That was completely his fault, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what do you mean?
George around the outside.
Okay. Well, the actual incident.
The incident itself. Okay. The engine problem, whatever. Brakes, cool. I think he's obviously. You're going up the Kamarl Straight, right? You're sat there, and you're seeing everyone fly past you. You're gonna send it on the brakes this late. You are. Obviously, you are. You're frustrated. You're George Russell. You see your teammate in the come on. You're gonna send it on the brakes. Yeah. He's gone around the outside of someone. You've gone around the outside of Lewis Hamilton.
He even said in Austria, you don't expect to just go.
You don't go around the outside of the. You don't. And fair enough, it's on because it's lap 1. You can obviously go deeper on the brakes. Yeah. It was on. But on cold tyres, Lewis is always going to wash wide, and he's always going to open up the steering as well. And when you're George Russell and you're trying to make up a points deficit in the championship, the last thing you need to do is take yourself out on lap 1. True. And ultimately, that's exactly what he done, right? So as frustrated as he can be about the battery, and largely that's not his fault, and he is completely within his right to be frustrated at it. He still could have bagged some good points there. And in hindsight, if he does make up this points deficit to Kimi Antonelli, I don't think he's going to. Yeah. But if he loses the championship by, say, 18 points, which is a P2, which he could have got in Spa, there's the difference.
Yeah. I do think when he came in, he kind of shot himself in the foot a little bit, being like, I think I might have said this last episode. Yeah, I matched the champion. Matched a 7-time world champion in my second season. It's pretty obvious I'm going to be a champion. But he didn't have to say all that.
He said, what was it? If in a different era I'd be a 2-time world champion.
That's just so icky, bro.
And it's like, you can kind of understand it to an extent because he did the graft at Williams for 3 years? 3 years. Yeah. Then got promoted to Mercedes as they're coming down. He stayed with them. They've now come back up and he's getting his behind handed to him by a teenager. It's not...
I rate it so much from Kimi there.
Kimi Antonelli has really stepped up and he is unbelievable this season. But if you're George, you're frustrated, you're angry. And to be honest, if I'm Toto Wolff, I'm looking at that and saying, well, maybe you're not the wonder kid that we'd raise. If this is your first opportunity to be a world champion, you're getting handed to you by Kimi Antonelli, who's in his second season in Formula 1. Brutally, honestly, I don't think it's good enough from George Russell.
Yeah, so I do agree with you because there's certain things where it's the era dependent, suits other drivers and compared to others. However, the race pace is still the weak point. Even if George is ahead in quali, Canada or Spain, in the race, Kimi still comes through. So maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe he's not that guy.
Maybe he's not. I think this is the other thing as well with Formula 1 in general. I think the standard for when you should be in Formula 1 it's getting way too low. And it started with Max coming in at 16, and it was a case of, okay, Lando's in at 19. I think Albon was 20 when he debuts. Russell was probably 20 or 21. The age is getting lower and lower and lower. And what's happening is you're getting teams like Red Bull and Mercedes and the junior drivers, because they don't want to miss out on the next Max Verstappen. It's, oh, you've done a year of Formula 4? Yeah, straight up to FIA 3.
Yeah.
Oh, P5 in the championship, FIA 3, straight to F2.
What actually warrants you from moving so early? Because like you would have exceptions like Alonso when he came through, or Kimi Raikkonen. They were around like 18, 19, and then you got people like Jensen that came in probably like 22. And it's like Kimi and Behrman, they didn't have a good season in F2.
No.
Like they were what, 15th and 16th in the championship. The car was terrible. So which metrics did they know that they were good enough to?
Because we've
to
seen
go up?
champions in Formula 2, no chance.
Yeah,
completely overlooked.
Like, but then they did do the thing with the super license to try and to kind of stop that after
Like
Max.
you have to progress. Like, through
I think after Max they were definitely just like, yo, we can't have this thing being a kid's.
Yeah,
Kids
I
Club.
don't want to.
It's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
pinnacle.
Kids Club,
It's the pinnacle.
But then at the same time, like, we say that the 23-year-olds and whatnot are too young. Oh, too old.
Too old, yeah.
We say that they're too old. So it's like, where do we even draw the line for like what age people can come in and come out? Like, it's mad.
But it's like we talk of Colton Herta, who's just obviously jumped ship from IndyCar to F2.
They made his life hell for that.
Wait, Colton Herta's going to F2.
He's in F2,
Oh, he's in
mate.
F2.
Wait, what? Since
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know he's in F2 because he's done nothing.
Yeah.
Since when did that happen?
Start of the year, mate.
Oh my god, I'm sleeping.
Who's this guy?
But he's still racing in IndyCar.
No.
Oh my gosh, what am I doing?
So like he would have been.
What?
Just cut this part out. Let's get that check.
This guy, bro.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Cadillac are running him through.
That's hilarious. Oh my god, yeah, that's not gonna. I don't think that's gonna end well. No. Especially, look at the season that Cadillac's having.
And he's what, 25 as well, Colton Herta? So, I mean,
He
you
should
go
have
to
been in F1 ages ago, but the super license with IndyCar, they're like, mate, your championship means nothing to us. So they never managed to get that over the line.
And it's just difficult, like, for... like you say, it's a difficult line to draw. Like, how much experience do you need in junior Formula before you're ready for Formula 1? And again, that metric is going to change because we've seen drivers who are god-awful in Formula 2 get into a Formula 1 car and actually be pretty decent.
Yeah.
And vice versa. We've seen drivers amazing in F2, nowhere in Formula 1. Yeah. Like, Nick de Vries was a F2 champion in 2019, arguably probably not the strongest of fields in F2. Yeah. And to be honest, I don't think we've actually really seen the best of Formula 2 since 2018 when George won it. I think 2019 was not a great field when Nicholas Latifi finished P2 in the championship. 2020, Mick Schumacher, Callum Ilott, that battle. I do rate Callum Ilott. I don't really think Mick Schumacher is the strongest F2 champion there is. Yeah. And then we had 21 was it Drogovic in 21 or was that Porsche?
I think that's Porsche.
Porsche, Drogovic, and then we've had Kamarl, I think, won it as well. Yeah. We've had some very bleak Formula 2 drivers who actually, since winning the championship, haven't progressed into Formula 1. Whether that's the case that there's no opportunities, they've not got the sponsorship or they've not got the ties. But arguably, I don't think Formula 2 is giving the opportunities to aspiring F1 drivers to make it.
I've also thought that they do need to raise the level of the F2 cars a little bit.
To close the gap.
I mean, yeah, like it's hard to close the gap, but I'm pretty sure the Super Formulas are quicker than F2 cars as well. I think it should kind of follow that kind of same spec to at least bridge it a little bit, because then when they jump into the F1 cars anyway, it's still going to be mad regardless. Like regardless of how much you bring up the F2 or whatever, it's still going to be mad. But I think it's even madder.
Yeah,
and they do all the sim time and like sometimes they have the test days and that's fine. But like the actual season in terms of being in one of those cars, I think the level should be raised a little bit.
Because you go from Formula 4, which from F4 to say the next step up, which is probably GB3 or FREC, somewhere in that vein, Euro Cup 3 maybe. There's probably a difference of between 5 and 7 seconds a lap. Yeah. From F3 to F2 is probably another 5 or 7 seconds, and then from F2 to F1, we're talking up to like 10 seconons a lap. Yeah. It's a huge
all the
jump.
F2 drivers the Aston Martin.
That's true.
And they'll be fine.
They might as well just go back to F3 at that point.
Yeah, that is true. Aston Martin, man. I want to hear your opinion. Come on, let's have it.
Well, the thing is, right, going into the season, they actually did not want to turn up to the first few races, but for sponsorship and like being part of the championship, they had to. But we've seen no progress. Like everyone's made progress. Obviously, they had the vibration issues at the start where the drivers couldn't even finish the race. And then they fixed those, but the car itself is just terrible.
I feel like it's going backwards. What's the 104% rule? Or is
107%.
107%. Are they even?
They don't really ever enforce that now. It was a thing back in like the 80s where you had teams just rock up out of an awning and try and qualify.
Because it would be so
The last time we saw it was when we had those 3 backmarker teams in like 2011, like
HRT,
and stuff, where they have to please just join the race. But it sunk in when I saw at Spa. I think halfway through, Alonso was like a minute behind the next Cadillac.
Yeah,
Man,
and Cadillac have had their own problems.
Cadillac have had their own.
They're a new team, you can give it to them. But Aston Martin, they've probably got one of the biggest backings on the grid. They've got one of the best facilities on the grid, obviously their facility at Silverstone. They've got, I say decent lineup, they've got Alonso, and they've got Newey and a very good technical team. All the ingredients are there for a very successful team. Maybe going to Honda for a new regulation change isn't historically the best idea. If you look at Alonso and McLaren and stuff, maybe it's just an Alonso thing. As soon as he gets a Honda engine, it just tanks. I don't know. Maybe, who knows?
It is true. He hasn't had the best.
But I think I don't want to see Alonso jump ship this time because he's done it so many times throughout his career where it's going bad and he leaves, and then McLaren win the championship. Ferrari are good again.
Where would he go if he did?
He'll go back to Alpine.
Oh yeah.
With Flavio Briatore.
Yeah. But for how long?
Oh, sure.
I don't know.
He still feels young, though, innit?
Yeah, but
I think he's got to stay there. Just at least for next year and see what happens. Because Newey is still going to be there. He said their whole wind tunnel CFD stuff was out of calibration, so they're already 6 months behind. But McLaren are 6 months behind. So where do we draw the line here?
But how demotivating is it though? Like, would you want to come back next year to just even then find out if the car's going to be alright or not? I would honestly be packing my bags already. You should do like a Niki Lauda, right? Turn up at pre-season that first day. if it's bad, just leave.
Sack it off. Yeah. There'll be someone who'll jump in and take a seat anyway. Regardless. Djokovic. He'll be straight. No, but he's in Formula E, and he's actually quite settled. And he's doing quite well at Andretti. He's doing decent.
What's wrong with Formula E?
If F1 comes calling, you got to leave.
Not into Gen 4, I don't think. Because I think Andretti will be quite good. I think Djokovic is actually doing quite well. He's alongside Jake Dennis at Andretti. He's pretty decent, and Gen 4 looks quite good. I think actually what we'll see is more F1 drivers going to Formula E. Genuine, I think it'll be the other way around.
Not Max.
Not Max. Not Max. Speaking of Max,
go on.
Because he's staying at Red Bull. What do we think?
The press conference on the Thursday was really strange because he could have shut everything down, saying my future's with Red Bull, or I love the team, or something warm along those lines. He didn't have to say I'm going to stay, but he was like, I can't give you any updates. I don't know, just leave me alone type thing.
Yeah, leaving it very open to interpretation. I think there's an open seat coming at McLaren as well. I think
from which side?
From Piastri. I think Piastri. I could see a straight swap.
Yeah, I did see rumours about that, but being a factory team in this gen is so much more beneficial. Like being Red Bull powertrains, Ferrari, Mercedes. Because like Mercedes have actually left their customer teams on the floor. They're like, what? We can do that with the engine. And like they do not care. Like Toto saw McLaren win the last 2 championships, and he's like, on the software side, you guys are on your own. And in the pre-season testing, they gave the old spec engine to them. They only had the new one. Then all the other customers got it in Melbourne, and they were like, "How do I use this thing?"
I do find that part is mad. Like the way it's hard because you have to put so much trust into the team being like, "Yo, like I'm buying this engine for you. Make sure it's good.
Make sure it's decent."
Yeah, mental.
And then like even the gearbox as well. Mercedes have optimized the gear ratios. And you look at McLaren, it's like it's a different car.
Different car, yeah. You wouldn't even know it's the same engine. Like really, you just wouldn't, would you? Alpine are now Mercedes customers as well, aren't they? Yeah. And
that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
That's really weird.
And then Williams, like all the other customers, okay, McLaren are there kind of, but Alpine and Williams, they're nowhere near as good as.
But McLaren has always had a decent chassis and aero package relative to their thing. Whereas Williams, like even though they're a Mercedes factory team, they've always had a good engine, reliable engine. I think 2019 they DNF'd once, and it was at Sochi. I think Kubica crashed or something. I can't remember. But they're very reliable. But obviously their chassis they were too heavy, and their aero package obviously wasn't as good. McLaren have been there or thereabouts, and they're good enough to make the difference. But you can understand it from Mercedes. If you're going into a new regulation change, you're not really going to give away your secrets as much as technically they are paying for it, you're not going to give them any extra, especially when it's like your direct rival. Like Williams aren't a threat, so they'd be fine with Williams having it, but McLaren, it's kind of like...
What's happened with Williams as well?
Even Sainz has said he's fed up, hasn't he?
What has happened with Williams?
Oh.
They were like...
We don't care about 24,
Yeah, break everything.
5. We care about 26. 26 comes and it's like, whoa.
Is this it?
And I really like
Late to pre-season, the car's overweight, no downforce, no straight line speed, no strategy. Albon looks like the most unluckiest driver I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Sainz in 23 though. Remember when he just spun like pretty much every
But it is so bad.
race? No, it's pretty shocking.
Like Williams used to be able to build a car that's at least good at one track. Like,
Yeah.
you remember when you had De Vries come in at Monza, like the low downforce stuff. This car is just not good anywhere.
Not anywhere, no, they've not got a package that works at any circuit. What is the answer? You don't know. I mean, even Carlos Sainz fair enough, he didn't maybe want to leave Ferrari, but he adopted Williams as this next challenge. Yeah, he's been at McLaren, he's done very well at McLaren, he did very well at Ferrari. Williams is the next thing to bring up, and they've not delivered on that promise. I mean, even though he obviously got the podium last year and everything, like Williams had so much potential coming into this race. It's just been nowhere.
Yeah.
Is it a driver lineup thing or is it a leadership problem? Because I think Albon and Sainz, as much as they are, they're probably not in your conversation for the best on the grid. They're probably not in the top 5, but you'd comfortably put them top 10.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I sort of see them as like having a similar career to like a Nico Hülkenberg or someone in that vein, where they're always there or thereabouts, but they're never going to excel. I can see that sort of happening with Albon and Sainz, and it's true. Even though they've obviously Albon's got podiums, Sainz has got wins and stuff. They're never going to contend for a championship, but they're a decent pairing.
They are a decent pairing. I mean, I would argue and say I don't think it's. I mean, obviously it's easy to say. Maybe it is a leadership issue, but like James is. I think James is good. Like
James Vowles.
Yeah.
You know, on a first name basis, you best mates with him. You mate James. Good old buddy.
Why do you always do this to me? Mr. Vowles, sorry.
Mr. Vowles, yeah.
Wesley, it's James.
No, I do feel like. Well, I don't know anything about him clearly, but like I feel like he's got a good like management style. He's been at Mercedes for however long. He's done all of that stuff. He knows how the operation works at the top for so many years. Like, I think there was definitely a plan there, and somewhere down the line something's gone a little bit wrong. Well, as from 2025 to 26, something's gone very wrong. Maybe they underestimated or overestimated their car with the regs and whatnot, because you never really know until you turn up to that first
official session.
Like the qualifying session, I'd say Q1 is where really, I mean, maybe even really and truly Q3. People like kind of holding it back, being like, okay, let's actually see what people have. So I don't know.
Something I saw a quote Martin Brundle said the other day, and it was the fact that this year's regs have basically taken away Silverstone and Spa as good tracks, because now they're just not. They're not good tracks for these cars.
No, it wasn't the fun. It wasn't the most fun race we've ever.
When Maggots and Beckett's is flat out and you're losing speed dramatically through Maggots, like, you know something's wrong. When you're clipping through Eau Rouge and Radio, you know something's wrong.
Yeah, there's so if you look at the numbers, like let's go back to the V8 era. These cars are still like 2.5 seconds quicker than that. And if you look at the minimums, like even through Eau Rouge with the battery, like they are traveling much quicker. But the concept of being flat out and losing speed is just not motorsport. So that's where the big issue comes. But like even George Russell, he had a bad weekend in Silverstone, but he said after quali, like it wasn't as bad as what we expected. Like the cars still feel nice, but it's just like having that clipping is you're not on the limit of the tire in those high speed corners, which takes away quite a lot from the actual experience, especially in the race, like tire deg and all that stuff. So it's a shame, but it's not as bad overall as what people say. And have you heard the Audi offboard, the engine?
No.
I'll show you a clip later. Oh my, it's like it's so good. Oh my days, it's so good.
I haven't seen him this excited in ages.
That's crazy. What next?
Hungary next.
I don't know. I think it could be a good track for Formula One.
I mean,
so Aston Martin are bringing
upgrades,
a B spec car. So this is make or break. Alonso could make his decision this weekend.
I think so.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Is the summer break now as well, or is it after?
After,
Yeah. So And also, I saw this thing as well. The last time Spain won a World Cup, they did it in extra time against an opponent who lost a man, got a red card, and the next race Alonso won. Now I'm not.
We've got Crofty here.
I'm not.
With his notebook.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying,
I think the entire grid would have to do something diabolical.
It'd be the first and
for
only
Fernando
finisher.
to win. Yeah.
But if we have like a Hungary 2021 situation,
Oh yeah.
It's like
where-
Lewis Hamilton only.
yeah, where maybe they can.
There is rain in the air. 50% chance on Sunday.
I mean, that track also dries so quickly, though.
Yeah.
I hope Hungary is good. I think Hungary is one of those weird tracks where you never really. Well, obviously 2021, like Fernando battling against Lewis or just holding up Lewis.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it does produce good like strategy racing. Even back to 2019, like that was everyone was on the edge of their seat. Like that was insane. I do like Hungary as a track. I hope it can produce something because the straight's not that long.
No.
Right. Well, the main straight is all right.
It's all right. They'll be fine.
it's alright.
I'm giving F1 another chance at Hungary.
It'll be completely different. So they will have more than enough battery to get around the lap.
Yeah.
You got the 4 straight line modes as well.
4.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. One here, there, and there.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Do you know where Hungary goes? Do you know the layout?
Yeah, left.
Yeah. Whatever. All right. We've spoken about Formula 1. We're now going into the halfway point of the season. 12 races left, or whatever it is. I'm going to say this. I'm going to ask you guys, when is Antonelli going to win the championship?
Oh, is this predictions?
But I'm going to also give you the opportunity to say who is going to win the championship. But for me, I'm going to say when is Kimi Antonelli going to win it? Because really, he's got to. This is the biggest, it's probably one of the best deficits or best advantages that you can have going into the summer break. He's got to be in consolidation mode. I mean, he could probably finish P2 between now and the end of the season with the odd win and he'd be fine. When does he win it?
When does he win it is mad. Mexico.
Yeah, I can see that. What's that, the third final? Fourth final? Something like that? I can see that. I can see that.
Mexico.
Because he's already got, what, 58-point lead?
Yeah. Mexico wouldn't
That's
be a bad
2
place
wins.
to do it as well. But also, that race is not going to be fun.
No.
That race is not going to be fun.
No.
Remember last year, 4 wide down the. That was last year, wasn't it?
That was last year.
4 wide.
It's going to be 20 wide.
Yeah.
With this guy.
Yeah, but when do you use your battery?
Never.
Like, it's just like Spa, you had Max get Antonelli for Rouge and he had nothing.
That
And
was
Charles-
mad from Max though. I don't know why. I don't know why he did that personally. I know why he did that because he's Max.
Yeah.
But like,
Maybe it was to make a statement because you kind of. I mean, he wanted the champ position. Maybe he was going to hope that Antonelli gets caught up in something or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But come on, back to the question. Who's winning the world championship?
Fernando.
Cool.
100%.
Brilliant.
No, I'm rooting for Kenny. I think everyone knows that I've been rooting for Kenny now. Just because I think it's really cool to see like how well he's been doing, and I think his mindset has been. I don't actually know, but from what it looks like as a viewer, his mindset's been really cool, calm, quite collected. Obviously, even the resilience in Silverstone. No, let me see if I can get
100%.
the point.
Yeah, I mean, that's the difference.
For me, that's the champion.
Yeah, that's the difference. And not going screaming at your team because of a battery problem.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
You know,
as
unnecessary
justified
amounts
as
of
it is,
aggression, and he's
you
lashing
get on
out.
with it. You get on, and borderline violence. So Kimi.
Yeah,
It's
Kimi.
got to be.
Yeah, well done, Kimi.
Good job, mate. Crown him already. You can,
It would be great. Like, obviously, there was a lot of hype about Lewis being like, Lewis is hunting him down now. Like, let's see what happens. It would be really cool, but I don't know if Ferrari are.
Have they got the longevity?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A championship battle would be great, but I just don't think we're gonna.
I think it'd be
get it.
Kimi, Lewis, George. Top
That's
3.
hilarious.
It's
Getting
hard
beaten
to
by
call,
Lewis
man.
again would be
It's,
so fun.
upgrades are still coming. McLaren have a big one this weekend.
be
Zandvoort,
rational.
Mercedes, Ferrari have big upgrades after the summer break.
Diplomatic.
I know. He's like,
Then Red Bull, they're gonna bring back the Macarena this weekend.
Yeah.
apparently.
Why?
They fixed it.
Inside turn. What's the turn 4? Turn 4. He's gone.
McLaren are trying out their one as well.
Oh, really?
Practice. Yeah.
Turn 4. I think Max is gonna.
yeah.
And listen, we saw it at Red Bull. We saw it at Silverstone.
Yeah.
If
Fixed it, man. It's alright.
Oh yeah, they better have fixed it because I can't lie, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, that's super dangerous. Super dangerous.
Yeah. So it's hard to tell. And Ferrari's new engine at Monza. The Agio engine.
They're banking a lot on that weekend.
We'll come back after Monza, and then I'll make my prediction.
After Monza.
After Monza, okay. I'll come back one race until the champions decide, and I'll make my prediction.
Talk to me at Abu Dhabi, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
So moving away from the world of Formula One and to GT World Challenge, the purest form of motorsport that Kamarl said needed DRS this time last week. He has doubled down on that hot take because of a certain incident that happened at Misano last time, which was unbelievably clumsy. But what's DRS going to solve?
So, like, for the race start, DRS going forward, you wouldn't make such, desperate moves where you're borderline, like, playing with fire, depending on, what side you're on. There's always crashes, but if you prolong the DRS, then you can have a bit more overtaking going forward. No, but there's moments, right, where you got a battle going on for like 30 minutes, and like the guy can't get him, then he makes a mistake, he gets him, and then he goes up the road by like 2 seconds of that. And it's like thinking that he's getting held up that much, that DRS would easily...
But that's the point.
If you were that fast initially, mate, just pass him.
Well, you can say that about 2021, like Hamilton, Alonso.
Should have just passed him.
Like, think of Petrov and Alonso. It's Alonso's problem.
But if he had DRS that year, he would have got past.
He'd have won the World Championship.
This guy wants every series to have DRS. Give the Formula 4s DRS.
No, do not. Insert clip of any Formula 4 championship. Do not give Formula 4 cars DRS.
Yeah, don't.
Absolutely not.
They can't get off the line, mate.
That would be chaos.
It's bad enough F3 cars are pushed to pass, mate. Let's not.
That would be chaos. Would GT3 cars benefit from push to pass? I mean, yeah,
maybe not DRS, but a push to
the
pass.
whole battery thing. But I even
not battery, just fuel mix.
I just don't like. I think GT3 cars
fuel mix Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
Now you're talking his language.
Yeah.
He knows I think maybe a push to pass could be something.
But I think
is it gimmicky?
Get rid of these. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think get rid of all of these batteries, man.
If you're 2 seconds off the pace, that's first of all your problem. But if you've got track position, defend it. What if you're on old tyres? What if you've done something different in the strategy?
Yeah,
as soon as you introduce a push to pass or a slipstream, you completely undermine that.
Yeah.
And basically all that's going to happen is all of the teams are then going to be on the same strategy. No one's incentivized to try anything different or go for a really long stint or whatever, because they know as soon as they got caught up, they're just getting swamped.
Don't touch my GT3s, man.
Yeah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Whatever. You can't back out now, mate. You can't get back on the fence. Too late.
I still think that the grid is massive.
Oh, there's so many
cars.
Yeah, I think the grid is
more cars, more
opportunity for something to go wrong. Yeah,
basically.
It's kind of mad.
Misano's a good circuit, but it's not a 50-car field circuit.
No, absolutely. What really and truly, what track is like Spa? That's fine.
Spa.
Obviously, Nürburgring.
Grand Prix circuits, just generally. Misano, it's a Grand Prix circuit, but it's not. It's not. You wouldn't host a Formula 1 there, for example.
Even watching the field of DTMs around Zandvoort, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, gets dicey. Yeah. So push past DRS. Let us know. What do you think? Should you just leave it alone? You got a lot. I saw the comment section of that reel. People were flaming you.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either. I would have thrown my phone out the window.
It's any engagement for Drive Lounge.
True, yeah.
Speaking of people coming down into the venue, though, we've been quite busy the last few days. We've got a couple of nice new updates, a lot of new content, which is always brilliant. Always updating our content. It's not just Formula 1 cars that we've got here. We've got GT3 cars. Basically, you name it, we've got it. It's unbelievable the variety that we've got. Now, instead of doing it on the M25, you can do it in Drive Lounge. We've got traffic.
We want traffic, man. Oh my days, the traffic is so good. If you've seen those New York videos, like actually I probably shouldn't say any names, and I definitely don't know any of them. But if you've seen those videos where they're playing the dun 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 dun, yeah, listen, you can come to Drive Lounge and do it. We've just posted a video on Instagram as well, so check it out. Come and hit them gaps. Come hit the white lines. It's so much fun, especially at night time as well. We need Spotify. We need to add Spotify. It's so good. It's so good. Obviously, never attempt that stuff in real life, but I think come here and do it safely.
Perfect for BMW drivers, by the way.
I was in an M4, to be fair. It was pretty lit.
Yeah, exactly.
It was so good.
There you go.
It was so good. It's so much fun. We have, there's like buses, there's motorbikes, not that you can drive, but the ones that you can see on the road. We got like the normal like 1 Series BMWs, you're just flying past them. It's great, honestly. Have you tried it yet?
I've not tried it.
You need to try it.
We'll
You did it, innit? Yeah. I want to be right there with you. I want to see how you handle it.
But that's not all the only bit of good news that we've got in terms of the traffic as well. It means that I don't have to come all the way down to Westfield to beat Wesley in a race. I can do it from Norwich. We've got our Drive Lounge linked, I guess, if you want to call it. All of our Drive Lounge venues, Prague, Westfield and Norwich, can all sync up. We can get those servers across each other. So it means that, you know, if you want a 1v1, mate, I can beat you from Norwich.
Let's do it. I mean, to be fair, Jordan, you came all the way down to London to try and beat my brain crash time, and he didn't. But now he can do it from Norwich.
He can lose from Norwich.
He can lose from Norwich.
He was quicker at Spa though.
When?
In Spa 24-hour racing.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Apologise.
Yeah. Sorry, Jordan.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. I'm always saying sorry to someone.
Maybe it's a sign.
I should just stop talking.
Who let this guy have a microphone?
I'm on timeout.
Yeah, cool.
And I would also like to mention our new group of GT1 cars that we have. Yeah, they're good fun. No ABS, no traction control.
DRS?
Look, I'm a purist. I love GT1 cars. Like V12s, you got the V10s. They are monsters to tame, and they're great fun as well.
I haven't tried them yet.
No?
Yeah, they're great.
Maybe I'll do that in the traffic.
Too much power for you though, isn't it?
Whoa.
Can you drive a car with no ABS?
Yeah. I've driven cars.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. Yeah, I got to try the GT1 cars. They sound pretty cool.
First.
Yeah.
Should we move on to HotTakes?
Yeah.
I think we should. We should.
Yeah, you got to get the phone out. What's the people saying?
What are the people saying? Because I asked you guys as well. By asked you guys, I asked the few people on Instagram that cared enough to send a message in. And also I've got a couple on back order. So I'll get through those ones first as to be nice to those guys. We need like a jingle or something. Can you give us a little like Drive Lounge HotTakes jingle?
Drive Lounge HotTakes. No, I don't like that.
Yeah, get it.
I'll work on it. Next.
Okay. So, first one. Zach Sweeney is underrated. I completely agree. Yeah, that one. Not a serious one, by all means.
It doesn't even say that on the phone.
It does. No, Ian Bologna, he's a nice guy. Ian Thompson, commentator with the Cold We've got one here from Mikhail Setsenko, who is a driver who raced for Virtus Pro with Darren McCormack, Wojciech Fiala, amongst others, for Virtus Pro. He's very good. He's a very good driver. He's a very competent driver. Raced at the highest level on Rennsport. He said, fast driving is simple. People focus on the wrong things and it often gets overcomplicated.
Fast driving is simple, but people focus on the wrong things. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Simple.
Well done, man.
It's easy to get roped into certain things, like last year when McLaren had to tell Lando, like, remember your brake references, like people that just want to brake later and later and later, and sometimes you can't, you just got to brake at the same point, just roll more speed in.
That's me.
And,
That's me.
and those little things, but yeah, that's
and the other thing as well people get roped into a lot as well is they put so much emphasis on the setup. We have this conversation every time I'm down
if
here.
I speak, I'll be in big trouble.
I think I'll let you handle this one.
I'll do it nice and diplomatic. We occasionally have a couple of drivers who will be a couple of seconds off the pace, and their main problem is a couple of clicks of anti-roll bar. I'm sorry, I'm going to say this now, a setup does not make you talented. Simple as that. I'm not going to be honest. Well, I am going to be honest, I'm not going to lie to you. It's as simple as that. People need to focus on the fundamentals, get the basics right, and the speed will come. The setup is probably worth the last 0.4 of a second is not going to turn you into Lewis Hamilton. I'm sorry.
Yep. The beginning part, if you have a balance issue, oversteer, understeer in every single corner, then you got to look at yourself. There's something in your driving technique that you need to change. If you cannot tell me that it's oversteering or understeering at turn 1, 5, mid, exit, don't even think about touching yourself.
100%.
Yeah.
Change your driving first, always.
He's absolutely right.
Mikhail Statsenko, you know what you're talking about, mate. Ben Langford, who has worked with us here at Drive Lounge previously. He's the Motorsport UK FA Crosscar Champion.
Ben.
Pro reference.
Yeah, reference that. The Stig of Drive Lounge, if you like. He says...
Sorry.
This is a very valid point. To the point... It's a hot take. I wouldn't even say it's a hot... I say it's a mild take. The popularisation of sim racing has majorly contributed to the decline in driving standards in real life.
Oh, that's hard to say. It's easy to make it seem it's that way because like Monza turn 1 or typical online lobby. I don't know.
First of all, would we say driving standards in real life have declined?
Well, I mean,
let's address
yes, but I think it's to do with tracks becoming more safer and cars becoming more safer.
Okay.
I think it's because
more
93
if
cars
you
don't
don't-
have DRS.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You can't have contact if you fly past them.
Yeah, exactly.
But like in the 80s, even sports cars, if you like went in for a move and had a shunt, like you're risking your life, like,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Whereas it's much more safe now.
Less consequence.
Yeah. I don't want to shoot sim racing in the foot that hard.
I think the popularity of real life racing has made the driving standards in sim racing decline drastically.
Okay,
That's interesting.
okay.
I can see that.
Yeah.
No, I can see
Man,
that.
these top split lobbies get me out. I've lost, oh my gosh, I've lost 400 iRating in the last week.
I haven't, so it's you probably.
Race more. Oh, not joking.
But the thing is, you've lost that I rating in an A license IMSA racing, where everyone just they want to get the highest position. They by all means they don't care about
They want I rating or
putting
safe
off.
rating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also like they don't necessarily think about not the long game. They're 35-minute races, but they don't think about like not the last lap, but later on into
Yeah,
the stint.
100%.
You don't have to go for that crazy dive bomb into turn one on the second lap of a 35-minute race. Like just use your brain a little bit.
One thing I have seen a lot though is real life drivers coming into sim racing, and just on your point of it being actually vice versa, honestly completely agree.
Yeah.
Because as much as real life racers use sim racing as a brilliant tool, and a lot they are unbelievably quick. I see people like Kean Garrity, Finley Lyons, Thomas Fleming, all sorts of people on the world of iRacing who are unbelievable in real life, in radicals, in karting, in GT3s, whatever it might be. They are unbelievable. They come to iRacing. Obviously, they're also very much on the pace because the skills are transferable, and they're at an age where they've grown up with sim racing. They are very good at it. They know how to unlock the pace. But sim racing to them isn't taken as seriously. When they load into an F4 regional race on iRacing, for example, they're not taking it as seriously as you or I. They're going in there, they're going to have a little bit more of a mess around. So, well, I had one race at Donington where all of us were just laughing over mic chat. Like, we were not taking it seriously in the slightest, and we were sending some diabolical moves. So I do agree that maybe the introduction of real life drivers into sim racing has done it in reverse, but equally, we're now seeing more and more sim racers go into real life.
Yeah.
And I think we are seeing sim racing mistakes on a real life grid.
I think it is also like really cool. We can kind of tell sometimes by the racing lines that drivers take if they've
Give me
been
into that.
if they've been on the iRacing, or even like Max to a point in 21. Like he was doing so much more track usage than Lewis sometimes, and it's like Lewis has the pace and natural talent to not have to do that sometimes, but I think it does give you a little bit edge if more of an edge if the track limit is here, but your track limit's actually here and you're widening the corner. But I've also seen this.
It was James Baldwin when he was at Spa. Nürburgring GP going into the left-right chicane.
Schumacher.
After that,
The one at the end.
Oh
where
yeah.
he's like 2 meters over to that green patch, and he's like, "Oh, sim racer line."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I like that.
Next opinion. We've got any more for this one? I did have one from Connor Jackson, who's a camera operator in motorsport. He says that for all of the motorsport facilities and investment into motorsport in Italy, they don't produce the talent to reflect it.
Kimi Antonelli, debunked.
Also, one driver makes the difference.
Yeah,
Yes.
but if you go back to
He
the
represents
last
the
20
entirety of
years,
Yeah, no, oh man, Giovinazzi was not killing it, was he?
so what, you got Giovinazzi, you got Antonio Liozzi,
Yeah.
and then you got Trulli? Jarno Trulli?
Jarno Trulli, yeah.
And that's it.
And Trulli, not the best. Liuzzi, not the best.
There's quite a lot of it. Isn't there not quite a lot of Italian drivers in like GT World Challenge and stuff?
Yeah, there is.
Cool. There's
Valentino Rossi.
well, yeah, but
Nailing it.
he's a MotoGP rider. Well,
Whoa!
but like he's a great driver. Don't get me wrong. But I think Italy, and to be honest, a lot of mainland Europe, their focus is bikes.
Yeah.
Look at Marc Marquez in Spain, Valentino Rossi in Italy. There's a big focus on bikes, and even world-class facilities like Cremona in Italy, up north, just outside of Milan. Fantastic kart circuit. Right next to it is a car circuit that they do use. It's primarily done for bikes. And a lot of that focus is 2 wheels rather than 4. So a lot of the Italian talent ends up going 2 wheels rather than 4. We have got Kimi Antonelli, and there are some very, very good Italian talent. There's Nicolo Pedico in WSK. He won everything in Mini Group 3 last year. He's now stepped up into OK, and he's now stepped up to OKJ. He's very, very good. Amongst other people who are unbelievable.
Leonardo Fornaroli.
Yeah.
He might be in F1 next season.
So they do produce talents, but I think relative to the investment in their facilities, because WSK, right, the place to be in terms of karting, right, that is the pinnacle. I think 87% of Formula 1 drivers on the grid now have done a race in WSK. Valtteri Bottas won the first ever race in WSK. Even their Euro series is 3 Italian tracks.
Yeah.
So,
But I wonder if sometimes the investment is also because they use that for other drivers that are practicing to go into other series.
Yeah.
So then they go to those places which do have great facilities for them to then practice to go to do some other series. So it's not necessarily just for like the Italians. It's also like Lewis and Nico were in Italy doing. You know, I mean, I think Italy is a great place for motorsport. And it's a great place for people to go and practice as well. So maybe there's a little bit of that in there as well. But that's actually really interesting. I've never really thought about that before.
where would you say, what country would you say produces the best talent overall then?
Or like in terms of population to talent, it's got to be Finland.
It's a good shout.
Yeah, that's actually.
I agree.
And look at the rally.
Yeah.
As well, like,
Talent density, probably Finland. Yeah, you'd have to say.
Wow.
I think the UK, we're up there, but we have also.
I knew you were going to say that.
We have pushed a lot of people through, so chances are a couple of them are going to stick.
Yeah,
that's understandable. Finland is a shout. Honestly,
I think I'd have to agree.
Hakkinen, Raikkonen, Kovalainen was pretty decent. Finland. That's a good.
Really, that's really
keep
good.
them coming next time. Give us a shout if you ever got one. Let us know. Email us in, comment on our post, whatever it might be. If you've got a hot take, let us know. That's last week's ones. Now I've got a couple from this week. Not being funny, guys. You have missed the ball a little bit. Could have asked for a little bit more. This one I can straight away. We can straight away agree with, from Tom Knight, who's a commentator in F1 Esports. Straight line mode should just be called DRS, but Formula 1 management wants it to be difficult. Yeah. Straight line mode, what does it do?
I mean, it does reduce the drag.
Yeah, it's a drag reduction system.
I think they were just trying to be fancy. They were trying to make it new.
Giving us a headache. Now we have got to change all the stickers on the wheels and stuff.
Yeah, literally.
What's DRS? Did you not watch F1 last season though?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, no, they have to do something. Like at the end of the day, they're also a business as well, so they have to create a hype around something.
Something
it's
new.
like changing from KERS to ERS. It's the same thing.
As you drop the kinetic, literally. Also, I get that a lot when I'm like, Hypersofts, Ultrasofts, and they look at me like I'm insane.
That was a crazy era though.
That was cool with all the colours, the magenta.
I think it was cool. I was a big fan of when they changed to just 3.
Really?
Maybe I'm the only one.
It looks cool, man. On the timing graphics, seeing all the different colours.
I think I just like it because I like it when it says SMH.
Yeah, it's easy for new fans, and I think definitely Drive to Survive had any influence in that, because it was literally after the first or second season of Drive to Survive. Maybe that's not probably the deciding factor, but it does make it simpler for newer fans to come in and gel with the sport. Stanley Rolfe, who we've come to blows with a couple of times and have raced with a number of times in the world of sim racing, has said that classic racing is better than Formula 1. My caveat to that is, what classic racing? What classic racing?
GT1s.
I mean, if we're talking about like what was it, 2009 Laguna Seca with Kevin Magnussen's dad and the Porsche and the Corvette.
Yeah.
Fair enough, man. Yeah. But like that could go. We
Classic
could say
F1?
anything. There's too much.
Or there's always a car that breaks down and puts oil around the entire track.
Yeah. Be more specific. No, I'm joking.
we need specifics. We need you to justify your
classic
opinion.
touring cars where
We'll come back to that one on the next one.
We will. Stanley, justify it, mate. Drew Davidson, who works with us at the Norwich venue, has been around in British karting for most of his life. He raced Ollie Behrman. He's pretty decent at what he does. He knows his stuff. However, he is a huge fan of the American side of motorsport. And he has said that IMSA. He has said that IMSA is as good, if not better than WEC.
It is.
Yes.
100%.
Well
don't
done.
have to say anything else.
Well done.
Why?
Move on.
Why? Please say why.
IMSA's incredible, man.
Yeah,
IMSA's got it's got the multi-class, it's got great drivers, and Jack Aitken's been.
You've said two things at WEC.
The BAP is so much better.
I think the BAP is a lot better as well.
And the tyres, like especially in qualifying, they don't drop off. Like you can set your fastest lap on the first or the last.
Yeah.
It's
Fez,
it's good.
Fez, I can say it.
He's cooking.
Yeah, maybe. And he also said as well the manufacturers and stuff. Obviously, people are like, oh, we want Ferrari and blah blah blah. But he says that obviously having the Porsche 963 in IMSA is still a good thing.
Yeah. But I don't know if they're going to stay for much longer. To be honest,
they're having some shoddy races.
But I think IMSA for me, and I'm not the biggest fan of Le Mans, just as a circuit.
Yeah.
IMSA for me cannot replicate the novelty of winning Le Mans.
It doesn't need to. That's my.
Daytona is its thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Like Le Mans has Le Mans, Daytona has. But
what would you rather win?
Neither. I think Daytona for me, but I think we've all heard about my feelings on Le Mans. I think Daytona is a little bit more fun.
In WEC, no, madness. We've got the Europeans, we've got Qatar. There's so much variety in the circuits that they travel to that I don't think you get at IMSA.
No, you got like the street circuits. You got Canadian Motor Speedway, and then you got Daytona, and then you go to places like Long Beach.
Yeah, man.
Then you got Detroit, where it's like a completely different challenge.
So yeah, that's hot takes. If you have got any suggestions, anything that you want us to grill, or you want to grill what we've said, I'm certain there is something that we've said that has absolutely rustled from feathers. Let us know, drop them down in the comments, and give us your hot takes for the next episode of Apex at the Lounge.